Hello, it's Dave Dunn here, and in this video we're going to be talking about how to update the new Fast Stripe integration that we've just released. So this is basically called Fast Stripe SCA. It's replacing, if you look down here on your add-ons page, it's replacing the Fast Stripe plugin. So we're phasing that one out. It still works, but if you're in Europe, there's new SCA regulations that came into effect in September 2019. Now they have come into effect, but they're not going to be fully enforced until around 18 months from that date. So we didn't rush to put out the update because we wanted to make sure it was fully working and tested before we did, and we also wanted to add in a new PayPal integration, which I'll cover in a separate video. But for now, this video is to show you how to update the new Fast Stripe plugin. And moving forward, this is going to be the plugin that we're going to be using for all Stripe payments. So you'll see this available to install. So if you just click install now. Now it's not going to wipe out your existing Fast Stripe plugin. What it's going to do is install this new plugin alongside it. And then when you're ready to switch the old one off, you can just switch it off. So all we need to do is activate it. And any settings that you had in the settings page for Fast Stripe should now be carried over. So they're going to be existing in the database, and when you switch off the old Fast Stripe plugin, this will just change to Fast Stripe SCA, and your Fast Stripe plugin will continue using them. So what we need to do basically is come into install plugins. And when you're ready to switch over, you basically want to come down to the old Fast Stripe plugin and deactivate it. So you can see they're both here side by side. Just deactivate that. And then from the settings page here, you'll see it now updates to Fast Stripe SCA. So we need to take this new webhook URL and add this into Stripe. So you can see our existing Stripe URL has Fast Stripe, Fast-Stripe, and it's Fast-Stripe-WH2, which is the webhook. So basically we need to add a new endpoint that's going to replace that. And you'll see the new endpoint has Fast Stripe SCA in the URL. So we want to basically update to the latest API and use all events. So if we receive all events from here and add the endpoint. So once that endpoint's added, you'll see a caution about all events, but you can ignore that for now. Basically, that's ready to receive events on your website. So any subscription payments will trigger this webhook, and your Fast Member products will be updated with the new events. So there is a few other things we need to be aware of when switching off the other Fast Stripe plugin. So any existing shortcodes will no longer work. So while in the transition period, we recommend to have both enabled while you swap over your payment forms. So if we go back to install plugins, if you need to have payment forms enabled, then make sure you activate the Fast Stripe plugin. Otherwise, you can just add new shortcodes to add the new payment forms. So I'm going to cover payment forms in a new video so you can find out more about how the payment forms work. So for now, this is just a quick update on how to update your Fast Stripe plugin to the new SCA one.